Mr. Dingell, 2 minutes.
Madam Speaker, I rise in support of the legislation and to commend the distinguished chairman of the committee, Mr. Frank, and our Speaker, Ms. Pelosi, for taking a bad bill from the Bush administration and turning it into a bill which protects taxpayers, contains important oversight provisions, and ensures that there will be proper control of pay and no golden parachutes for executives whose recklessness has contributed to this crisis. Inaction is not an option here. I wish to commend the gentleman from Massachusetts for the extraordinary job he's done, and I'd like to engage him in a brief colloquy. Mr. Chairman, domestic automobile manufacturers face the most difficult conditions they've faced in decades. We need to do something to help unfreeze the credit markets for that industry as well as all others. As I read the legislation, the Secretary has authority to purchase from a motor company, finance company, traditional car loans and mortgage-related papers such as home equity loans used to purchase a car or truck. Is that interpretation correct?
If the gentleman will yield, yes, it is. And in fact, I believe, as he and I have discussed, that the danger to the purchase of automobiles is one of the gravest that we face here, and it's an important reason for moving this bill. And yes, I very much agree with what he just said.
And I want to thank the gentleman, and I also want to point out for one additional point of clarification. If the Federal Reserve Board were to use the authority it has to address extraordinary circumstances in credit markets, finance companies, particular motor vehicle finance companies, would have access to capital that would help them to finance dealer floor plans and make consumer loans. Would the gentleman support a decision by the Federal Reserve to make funds available as long as the companies face unusual and extraordinary market conditions?
If the gentleman would yield, I would say absolutely, because this is one which would have a double positive effect. It would help with the credit crisis, and it would help one of our most important industries in the United States from facing difficulties.
I want to thank the gentleman, commend him for his extraordinary leadership in this difficult matter. No man could have done a better job. I yield back the balance of my time.
Thank you.
The gentleman yields back his time.